Let me tell you a story. My name is Rasheeda Reigns, a spiritual force, and a lover of chocolate chip cookies. I was adopted and grew up in an area of Atmore County called Moodlawn. My parents were very loving. My dad is a chemical worker for Beautiful Chemicals, and my mother is a professional baker for the National Baked Good Company. I loved growing up in Moodlawn, going to the mall, the library, and the local shopping center. I stayed at Tranquility Mall with my friends. We would crack jokes on the boys who thought they had a chance with us, like, long-faced Larry trying to hit on my homegirl Shalonda. "Hey Shalonda, girl, I will love you for a Shalonda long time," he said. "Hey long-face, no offense but take them tired lines and go," she would say as she laughed and walked away. "Come on girl, the Greg Curry in me wants you to stay." "Well, the Hope Jones in me wants to run away," Shalonda said to him as we all started busting out laughing. Greg Curry and Hope Jones were in a group together before they split up. They had great music too. However, once I left for college and came back to Atmore, things had changed. Moodlawn is still the same, but there are some things that have changed drastically. One being the mall, which looks like a ghost town some days. Plus, the parking lot is dark, as dark can be at night. And do not get me wrong, the mall is not totally empty and a lot people still go there. However, it is not the same. Also, my old high school, which was a cool place back in the day, is now a zoo. I walked by and could see it was overcrowded. In fact, one of my friends who works there as a teacher told me this firsthand. The principal is in a fantasy world, and the Board of Education is making excuses. And 4 times a week there are police there breaking up fights. Not to mention dragging kids back in the school from the surrounding stores. Most of them are not seniors. Anyway, in my day only seniors could leave campus for lunch. Now they do not give a damn. You got freshmen, sophomores, and juniors all leaving campus. Besides that, the new mayor of Moodlawn is in a fantasy world. We are right outside of Atmore City, and just like the mayor of Moodlawn, the mayor of Atmore is dreaming too. You can see the city is changing on the news all the time, both for the good and bad. Some of that is crime is spilling over into Moodlawn. What most of my folks do not know, since I have been away, I have changed too. College was much more than me getting my degree. Let's just say as an engineer, I got more power than I ever dreamed of in my life. See, my college was known for experimental projects. Well, one of my professors is known for his crazy experiments, Mr. Justin Atwin. However, he is a good person. See, his brother had a disease, and he was trying to find a way to help create a bioregeneration serum he could use to help heal his bones. Well, one day me with my silly self was dancing, not paying attention to the machine running in the lab. Professor Atwin told us not to be in the room when the machine was running and to pay close attention to the sign. Well, I wanted to stay late to work on my assignment. Guess what I was listening to on my phone? Greg Curry and Hope Jones's song, "Stay Late and Let Me Love You." Just dancing, not paying attention. Well, I look up and the machine starts to make noise. Then it starts to glow. Next thing I know, a blue blast comes out and knocks me hard into the wall. I stumble to my feet, but I feel different. I take off my lab coat and walk down the hall into the break room. Professor Atwin comes running into the room. "Rasheeda, is everything okay?" I heard a loud boom come from the lab room. "The machine is knocked over and everything discombobulated in there," he said to me. Well, the machine exploded and knocked me into the wall, but I feel okay. A little disoriented, but I feel good, I told him. "Okay, young lady, we are going to the medical center," he said. "I really do not feel like going, but whatever," I said to Professor Atwin. "Look, I want to make sure you are 100%. Plus, I need you to meet the quota on campus, so we gotta make sure you good. Plus, I need this job," Professor Atwin said, as he bites his fingernails. And as I walk towards the door, a huge chunk of the wall is knocked off. "Oh, sorry," I said to him. Then the pieces float in the air for a minute and then drop to the ground. Professor Atwin turns around and looks. "You did not do anything wrong." "Maybe I did. Then again, maybe I did something right," he said to me. And once I see the medical doctor, she tells me everything is fine. And an only thing she noticed was my brain activity was elevated, yet it still looks normal. The doctor said just come back if I notice anything changes. Well, you know, I did not go back to her. Professor Atwin looks relieved as he is told this by the doctor. However, he knows something is not totally right with me. He drops me off at my dorm. "Look, Rasheeda, go get some rest. If anything, and I mean anything, happens, please let me know. Tomorrow I want you to stop by the gym room on The north side of the campus in the afternoon. Okay, Professor Atwin, I told him. Chapter 2. Get the knowledge. So I arrive at the gym and I see 3 cement blocks put up on a metal table. Then I see another table with 3 balls on them. Rasheeda, thanks for coming. The reason I have this all set up for you is because I believe something happened to you. Maybe it is for the good. You know I'm working on a machine to help create a bioregeneration serum to help my brother who is battling a disease. I believe when the machine exploded that it gave you a special ability because of the serum and electricity. Professor Atwin said. Say what, homeboy? Professor Atwin, you mean I have superpowers? Yes. Now I can kick that heifer Raquanda's behind for wearing my shoes. She does. Not even live on my floor in the dorm, I said to Professor Atwin. Hang on a second, sister soldier. Now with this ability you have to be responsible. Only use your powers to protect yourself or someone else who needs help. Plus I need my job. I do not want the dean to know because my behind will be out. There on the front lawn of the college campus. Do not worry, Professor Atwin. I will be on my good, I told him. Good, that is great to hear. Now I want you to see if you can pick up all 3 of these concrete blocks with one hand. Say what? Professor Atwin, I just got my nails done and you want me to pick up 3 blocks made of concrete with one hand? Bruh, you bugging? Look, we have to see what your abilities are so you can be prepared down the road. Fine, but you paying for my nails to get done if I chip them? I said to him. Whatever, please pick them up, Professor Atwin told me. Fine, I said to him. So I bend down and with one hand pick up all 3 blocks with ease over my head. Just like I thought. Wonderful, Rasheeda, now I want you to put them back down and break them in half, Professor Atwin said to me. Fine, but I getting extra credit for this assignment, my nails done, and an outfit. I came to college to be an engineer. I did not sign on for this, Professor Atwin. I said to him. Rasheeda, please work with me, he said as he shakes his head. So I stretch my arms, ball up my right fist, and slam it down on all 3 blocks. The blocks crumble to pieces like sand. Whoa, Professor Atwin, did you see that? I tell him. Yes, wow, that was amazing, Professor Atwin said. Ya girl got skills, Professor Atwin. Look, I did not chip a nail. I said to him as I show my hand unscathed. Indeed you do. Okay, Rasheeda, now I want you to look at those 3 objects on the table. Without touching them, concentrate and knock all 3 balls off the table. Professor Atwin tells me. All right, I said to Professor Atwin. So I focus on all 3 objects as I start to glow blue and they go flying off the table. Excellent, Rasheeda. Now pick up one of the balls by just looking at it. All right, I got you, I said to Professor Atwin. Next I focus on the ball in the center of the gym floor. I start to glow blue again. I focus on the ball and it just floats in the air. Then I move it with my mind up and down. Rasheeda, this is great. You are on a roll, young lady, Professor Atwin said, sounding excited. Hey, I got my quantum physics down and my telekinesis on point, I said to him. Rasheeda, this is awesome. Look, continue to do your studies besides that you only have a year left before you graduate. Once a week, I want you to come here and just spend an hour practicing with me. I want to take some notes and look at your progression. Plus, I want to see if this can help my brother. He is doing okay, but I may now be able to help him. I'm not just doing this for me, but to help him. Plus, I want to make sure you are safe. If word gets out about what you can do, then the government might want to get involved. They might want super soldiers. I just want to help save people's lives, Professor Atwin said to me. Well, I feel great. Plus, I want to learn more about my abilities. It would be great to be able to help your brother with his illness. I understand what you mean. You do not want your knowledge to fall into the wrong hands, I said to Professor Atwin. Look down and my phone rings. Professor Atwin, I got to take this, it's my homegirl Shalonda, I said to him. Hey girl, I'm on break and I'm coming up to see you. We gotta hang out, Shalonda said to me. Sounds good. We can go to the shopping district. I cannot wait to show you. Look, I will call you back in 30 minutes, I said to Shalonda. Okay, I will talk to you then, Shalonda said to me. Rasheeda, please keep a low profile. Have fun, but remember what I said. I will see you Monday. Have a safe weekend. Professor Atwin said to me. Professor Atwin, do not worry, I will be fine, I said to him. Chapter 3. The Return Home. Mayor Lott is not doing anything to truly stop it in Atmore City. I know he means well. But enough talking. The city needs some action. Atmore City takes in millions of dollars, but there is still high crime and high unemployment. It makes no sense. All these major accounting firms, business firms, and other tech firms, where these people bring in millions. Yet the city has high crime. They do not care about the young people getting jobs and learning skills to benefit them. She expressed to me, "The mayor of Moodlawn is up there begging for money to get re-elected. He got $800,000 last time in campaign money. I mean, dag, I make good money, but help me out. Up there on TV with his begging behind," Shalonda said. "Mayor Polariski trying to pimp out his house," I said to Shalonda. "Rasheeda, I love my hometown, and there are good people there, but I knew I had to move on to do what I had to do to better myself. My brother did it first, and he loves where he is right now. Granted, we all grew up in the suburbs, but even still some things are changing. You see it on the news all the time," Shalonda said. "I feel you. I still might go back home. Atmore City still has the #1 hospital in the world for medical science. You would never think Atmore City would have the #1 hospital in the world, but it does," I said to her. "Well, hey, you can make a decent salary there and do well. Just be careful. Atmore City always had crime, but now things have gotten worse. I remember that. One year in the late 90s, it was off the hook then. Then it settled down for a while. But now it rose back up. They changed mayors like they changed draws," Shalonda said. "Shalonda, you a trip girl, haha," I said, laughing. "I know, but seriously, I still want you to be careful. Things are just not the same." "Look, I gotta be careful in DC too," Shalonda said to me. "Shalonda, do not worry, I will be fine. Atmore City needs to worry about me, and so does Moodlawn. My parents did not raise me soft. Plus, I want to help our town. I believe I can do some good," I said to her. "Sis, may the Most High bless you for what you are doing. Look, we better head back to your dorm. I can spend the night and roll back in the afternoon." As Shalonda and I are heading back to her car, some fool rolls up on us with a knife trying to stick us up. "Yo, witches, give me your purses," the attacker said. "Look, sir, take what you want," Shalonda said. "Now you need to back up your behind before I knock you across the parking lot," I said to him. "Girl, you crazy, he has a knife," Shalonda said. "So I'm not scared of this clown," I said to her. "You high-city witch," I said, "give me your purse," the attacker yelled. He tries to cut me, and I grab his hand. Then I snap the blade off the knife, breaking it in front of him. Next, grab his wrist, crushing it hard. I pick him up off the ground and throw him across the parking lot like a piece of toilet paper. "What in the world? Girls, you tossed him like a bag of potato chips," Shalonda said to me. "Well, I told you I was not scared of that clown," I said to her. "How in the world did you do that?" Shalonda asked me. "Look, I cannot tell you everything right now, but something happened to me. Let's just say I was given a gift. Come on, we better head back to the dorm. We can chill and watch some movies," I told her. "Well, I'm your girl. When you're ready, please fill me in because that was wild. I tell you one thing, Moodlawn and Atmore City need to be worried about you, honey," she said. When I look around my hometown, I can see the goodness of the people. There are people here who care about one another. The young man helping the elderly women carry her groceries, or the man helping his neighbor cut his grass. Even hearing the church choir sing praising God. Then I look on the other side, and I see the ones standing on the corner. People tagging the walls who are not even good graffiti artists. I mean, at least make it look good. Then I see the political figures on TV asking for donations, but have not taken time to see the areas that need to be fixed. Folks strung out on garbage and corruption down at City Hall. Granted, I know some things take time to be fixed, but how long is City Hall going to take? My hometown needs help. One thing Shalonda was right about, Moodlawn and Atmore City needs to be worried about is me. My name is Rasheeda Reigns.